welcome to Darren Daily, where over 200,000 achievers just like you gather every morning. My name is Todd Bookspan. I'm an HPF alumni, founder of Wynn by Noon, and executive coach at Building Champions. Like so many of you, my morning bookend and calibration include watching Darren Daily while I drink my coffee. The Darren Daily that I wanted to highlight was from earlier this year. It's called How to Achieve Your Big Goals Without an Extreme Makeover. You don't have to make massive transformation, but instead if you improve in every area related to your goal by just 1%, then those small little gains will add up to remarkable improvement. So let's watch together now.
Good morning and welcome back to Darren Daily. Okay, before we slip in to the year ahead, I want to talk to you about one key ingredient about how to achieve your big, hairy, and audacious goals in the year ahead. You see, you don't need to make any massive transformations or major extreme makeovers. Instead, I have a better idea for you. So I recently read an article about a man named Dave Brailsford, who in 2010 was faced with, in fact, a very big and hairy, audacious goal. It was his job to create the first British cycling win on the Tour de France. So instead of making radical changes, here's what he did instead. Dave believed in a concept that he referred to as the aggregation of marginal gains. He explained it this way: the 1% margin for improvement in everything that you do. His belief was that if you improved in every area related to your goal, cycling in this case, by just 1%, then those small gains would add up to remarkable improvement, maybe even the win of the Tour de France. They started out with even just looking at something as simple as the nutrition of the riders, or their weekly training program, or the ergonomics of their bike seat and the weight of the tires. They searched for 1% tweaks and improvements in tiny areas that were overlooked by almost everyone else. He discovered that the pillow that was offered was to make the sleep as best as possible. So they took it to the hotels that they went to. They tested for the most effective type of massage gel and teaching riders the best way to wash their hands to avoid infection. They searched for 1% improvements everywhere. David believed that this strategy could put them in a position to win the Tour de France in 5 years' time. Well, Dave was dead wrong. They won it in 3 years. In 2012, their lead cyclist won the Tour de France. The same year, David Brailsford coached the British team at the 2012 Olympic Games and dominated the competition by winning 70% of the gold medals available. In 2013, they repeated the feat of winning the Tour de France again. Many have referred to the British cycling feats in the Olympics and the Tour de France over the past 10 years as the most successful run in modern cycling history. So, what can you learn from this? Here's what you can do. You see, it's so easy to overestimate the importance of one big goal or one big resolution and underestimate the value of making small improvements on a daily basis. So often we convince ourselves that change is only meaningful if there's some large, visible outcome associated with it. Whether it is losing weight, building a business, traveling the world, or any other goal, we often put pressure on ourselves to make some earth-shattering improvement that everybody will be talking about. Meanwhile, improving just 1% doesn't seem to be so notable, and sometimes it is completely unnoticeable, but it can be far more meaningful in the long run. As you read in The Compound Effect, small, seemingly insignificant improvements, compounded over time, adds up to massive differences in results. And by the way, that is what we are doing right here this morning, every morning together, looking for those small 1% shifts in our thinking, those small 1% improvements in our behavior and our practices, those 1% adjustments in how we show up and perform each day. Here's what we are doing every day at Darren Daily. We are becoming better every day.
Wasn't that great? Hey, 103 degrees, super humid in Phoenix. My orchid was dying. We decided to move inside. You know, that really resonated with me because, you guessed it, of the compound effect. How small, seemingly insignificant little changes can add up over time and make a massive difference in results. Like so many of you, I dream really big and I set big, hairy, audacious goals that are hard to achieve. kind of like finding a blue shirt like this in summer in Arizona. So my question for you is, where can you find that 1% margin for improvement in your life that will get your big mo going and help you hit your big hack this year? My name is Todd Bookspan. I'm an HPF. My name's Todd Bookspan, and I'm joined this morning by Peanut, the diaper-wearing Chihuahua, and her best friend, Sammy. I got two problems. I'm starting to sweat, and that thing is almost too low for me to read it.
I'm starting to sweat too.
It's okay. I gotta remember to use my
Where's
hands.
your towel? It's going now. Do you want it to go?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
actually trying to like do my little Darren Hardy
Okay.
thing, drink my coffee. Because Adam's massive. That could potentially have massive results. I'm saying massive way too much. Isn't it massive how many times I use the word massive? Thanks again for watching. I'm Todd Bookspan, and you may notice I could use a watch like Darren's.